Hello and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Crow Tarot, where today we're going to be doing a pick a pile, or pick a card, or pick a deck, however you want to see it. As you can see, I have 3 decks set out here for you to choose from. So whichever background that you like the best, choose that one and that will be your reading. Over here on the left, we have the Pulp Tarot. Right here in the middle, my personal favorite deck of all time, the Deviant Moon Tarot. And over here on the right, another one of my personal favorites. Well, who am I kidding? I like the Pulp Tarot too. But 3 of one of my favorite cards to read with. So that's what we're going to do in this video. You choose your deck, that's the one that's going to be sharing your reading, and we're going to get right to it, okay? So I'm going to set these cards off to the side, just so we know we're still here, kind of like that. And we're going to quickly shuffle and go through the deck like this, kind of mix the cards around. What we're going to do is a 3-card reading for you for some inspiration, insight, and empowerment. So if the red card to you and the Pulp Tarot card to you and you picked pile 1 or deck 1, I like the words, if you picked this deck, then this is absolutely your reading. So we're going to shuffle the cards like this very quickly, talk to our guides, say thank you for giving us the answers that we seek. This is for all those ones out there, all the ones that said the red is calling to me this passion and fire. This is the one that really speaks to me. That's the one that calls to me. So quickly split the deck like this so we get it even more shuffled. And we pick the 3 cards that most call to us. Now you're just gonna have to trust me on this because you can't pick it. If you were getting a personal reading face to face, then absolutely you be the one doing the shuffling. You be the one doing the picking the cards and everything. So, but you just have to trust me. And there is our 3 cards. I'm gonna set this right. Well, that makes a shadow, so I'm gonna leave them right here because we're gonna check out the card on the bottom of the deck as well. Now, what I like to do when it comes to generalized readings, the ones that I do at festivals and face-to-face at different places, is a present-future advice spread, because this kind of contains all the information that you're really going to need at this present time. Right here is going to be the present energy. We don't need to look in the past. Your past, you've experienced it, so we can leave that behind, and we're kind of just focusing on the here and now. That's this position right here. Then we're going to move to the future position. Now, I'm going to tell you right here and right now that I do not believe I can predict the future, and I honestly don't believe that anybody can, because circumstances can change. The choices that we make today, that can absolutely just define our futures. Plus, I always like to say the universe, God, spirit, your higher self, your guides, however you choose to see it, they like to throw curveballs. They like to throw things up, throw things in that make everything seem to turn upside down. The only constant in life is chaos. So there is that chaos that can change the future, but we can get an idea right here with this position of what the future might hold. And then the advice position. The advice position is the advice the universe has to give to you, your God, spirit, guides, however you see it. That's the advice position right here, and what they have to share with you so you can achieve this goal right here, so you can achieve that future that you want. And then we have the bottom of the deck down here, which is going to be the overall energy, or at the very least something you might not have had before, or some information you might not have had before. So we're going to start with the present position over here, and we have the King of Wands. Now this is a really interesting illustration of the King of Wands. It's like he's burned his past, he's let it go, his fire has taken him elsewhere. I mean, maybe he did, this is just a literary kind of sense. Do not burn your house down to go start something new, sell it, leave it behind. You don't have to destroy it just because you want to leave it. But that past that we've talked about that we didn't really want to go into, I kind of see it connecting with this card a little bit, because it says that fire and passion and enthusiasm that's within you that wants to take you somewhere else. This is the leader of the suit of passion and fire. So it says whatever makes your heart burn, your fire burn really brightly, makes your heart fill with excitement and joy, fills your soul with passion, your mind with passion, everything. That that fire that is burning within you, that says that you are taking control and you're leaving behind any doubt and anxiety you might have. You're taking control and you're letting that inner fire lead your way. Wherever the future might lead you, as long as you're focused on that fire and you're letting that fire and passion and enthusiasm lead your way, you're gonna succeed. Now, the King of Wands is astrologically connected to the zodiac sign of Leo. Leo is the zodiac sign of many celebrities out there. These are the people that aren't afraid to show the world what they're made of. One of my favorite examples of this, July 26th, I believe it's it's 1943. Mick Jagger came into the world. Mick Jagger is the lead singer of the Rolling Stones. That man is still going today. His fire burns brightly for those that music that he makes. And he's like that entire band has stood the test of time. They've been around since the 60s. Here it is 2023. Whatever lights your inner fire, get inspired by those people that have let their inner fires lead them to where they want to be, to become the kings and queens of their story. If this is a card that you're looking at saying, I'm not letting my fire lead right now, then this card says, let that inner fire lead your way. Let whatever passion, whatever's causing you not to follow that passion, whatever's making you doubt that passion, let it burn away. Don't let it hold you back. Trust yourself, lead with passion, and show the world what you're made of. You can be a star, the star of your story. This is your story that you're writing. Maybe your sun sign or any sign in your birth chart isn't Leo, but you can embrace that energy nonetheless. Be a leader. Take that control and let that fire lead your way. That's what the King of Wands is all about. I said the astrological correspondence, there's no number kind of attached to this card as well. But if you see it as the next step in the sequence, after that 10, then you're going to find the number that's connected to it. Kings are the last in the sequence. We have the page, which would relate to the 11, the queen or the knight, which would relate to 12, the queen relates to 13, and this king would relate to 14. Now, 14 of the major arcana is temperance. So we have this energy of we talked about, you're not going to burn your house down to leave it. You're not going to do something destructive like that. That's not the right answer. Making amends for past mistakes and stuff like that, walking away and still in good graces, that's still perfectly fine and the right way to move forward and leave the past behind with confidence and find that passion for you. But that 14 energy relating to temperance says that there's much to learn from those past experiences. There's much that you can take with you, to let your inner fire lead your way in the present. Now, 1 is the Magician and 4 is the Emperor. So beginning to see yourself as that strong foundation is going to help you change your life for the better, which 1 and 4 combine to make 5, which is the Hierophant and change and transformation. So whatever lights your inner fire, whatever path that you want to take, the here and now, the King of Wands says now is the time to take that. See yourself as that strong foundation. See yourself as that magical being that has the power to take that passion and run with it. Let that inner fire lead your way and be the star of your story that you were born to be. That is the present situation, and we're going to move right to the future position by setting this card right here so we can still see it and turning this card over. I can. Okay, there we go. And it is the most positive card of the tarot. So this is a very, very, very positive reading. Now, you've taken this passion, you've let that passion, that inner fire lead you to where you want to be. You've left the past behind. You've learned those lessons that the past have to teach you so you can take control. And when you let that inner fire and that passion lead your way forward, well, then you find your day in the sun. You have fun, you enjoy yourself, and every day is something that you look forward to, you're excited for, and you want to begin. Many of the illustrations, this one right here included, it kind of depicts a child. Here the child is riding on one of those toy horses, and in the Rider-Waite-Smith we have the child that's riding on a big white horse, and that whole childlike energy is very strong in the sun. And when we think of childlike enthusiasm and being a child, especially this time of year, life did feel more enjoyable. It did feel like every day was a beautiful day in the sun. We got to enjoy ourselves. We got to be kid-like. We got to do things that were just fun, that we didn't necessarily even need to do. We just had fun doing. Perfect example that just popped in my head about this is carpet stairs going from the second floor to the first floor. My brother and I would slide down those stairs constantly when we were kids, and I think even in my adult self, which next time I go to my parents' house to go visit them, I might very well do that. Start at the top step and go boing 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 all the way down, because connecting with your inner child makes life so much more enjoyable. And if you've taken this King of Wands and you've let that inner fire lead your way, the sun can very much be a card of success. It's finding that day in the sun. It's appreciating, feeling like the sun is shining upon you because you've taken control and you've led yourself to that happy, enjoyable life. Now, as I mentioned, I do not believe I can predict the future. The future is always up to chance and change. But the sun appearing in the future position absolutely says that this is possible. And there's a saying that always goes, if you follow your passion and you don't give up, no matter how difficult it might become, you will lead yourself to finding and creating a life that you're passionate about. Now, that hard work that you're doing, even if it's something you're passionate about, might not be something you really like all the time, something that you really enjoy doing. The little details about it, like when you start your own business and you have to start paying taxes and stuff on it, that's not the fun part of it. But putting in that work, being diligent about it, and never forgetting that you started this because it was something you were passionate about, something that let your inner fire lead your way forward, then you're going to find that day in the sun. You're going to find a life that you're really, really enjoying, that feels like it's fantastic, that makes you want to get up and greet the day. And at the same time, that childlike enthusiasm that is right here, it might help you connect with your inner child as well. Now, the sun obviously is astrologically connected to the sun. So I feel like there's a message right here, and I always seem to make the future position something about advice as well. But that sun energy kind of says embrace that sun, that whatever your birthday is, the sun is the sign that your birthday actually falls on. For myself, it's December 19th. So at the time of this video, it's very much my sun sign. The energy of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is optimistic. It's not afraid to shoot for the sun, or shoot for the sun. Yeah, we could shoot for the sun too, but shoot for the stars, you know, staying optimistic, learning all that we can, that kind of thing. The King of Wands, like I said, that Leo energy. Leo is very much connected to the sun as well. So being enthusiastic, letting that fire lead your way, that's going to help you find that day in the sun. Now, that 19 energy, we have that 19 right there, combines the Magician with the Hermit this time. So it says, you know, take that time to by embracing your inner magician, to find that inner magician, so you can really lead with it, spending time alone in solitude so you can learn those secrets of your soul that can help you achieve that. So this King of Wands that began it with the present says you absolutely can lead yourself to that day in the sun that makes every day feel like it's worth living. It can lead you there as long as you let that inner fire lead your way. So this can be your future. Believe in yourself, take those ideas and run with them, and you can achieve anything. So that is the future position, the potential that you possess to achieve it. That 19 energy, the Hermit, or the Magician with the Hermit, you know, combining to make the High Priestess, that learning those secrets of the soul, learning those secrets of the past, that absolutely can help you grow your intuition. And when you have that strong intuition and you know what you're passionate about and what lights your inner fire, then you absolutely can achieve anything. You can have that day in the sun. You can have that success of the world. You can achieve your goals when you let that inner fire lead your way. Now we're going to move to the advice position now. And it is the 10 of Wands. So it starts with a wand suit and it ends with a wand suit. And we have that 10 of Wands, and this is a card, as you can tell from that illustration there, it's a card of feeling overwhelmed, perhaps because we have too many irons in the fire, too much going on, and we're just stressed out. And especially this time of year. And the 10 of Wands, astrologically connected to the third decan of Sagittarius, very much is similar to this time of year. We're talking about December 11th to December 20th, 21st, that area. So with Christmas like right around the corner, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, every single holiday that is in December, birthdays and everything included, the whole experience might have us feeling very, very overwhelmed. Now, this is the position of the advice. So the advice that this card might be sharing with you right now is that you don't have to take all of this on your own. Yes, these two characters and even this one seem to be alone, but in your life, in your experience, and like when you're a child and everything, you don't feel like you have to do everything on your own. You can ask your parents for help, you can ask your siblings for help, you can ask your friends for help. Well, that's the same thing with now. If you have these passions, then don't feel like you have to take all of this on your own. If you need assistance, if you need help, just ask for it. Ask for help. That is the advice that this 10 of Wands, I feel, is here to say. And the fact that it's the 10, it's the completion before we reach to the court cards. It says you are closer than you think to achieving your goals. Believe in yourself. Keep going, even if it feels overwhelming at times, because you are closer to that achieving that sun and that day in the sun than you might realize. Now, there is a message of caution with this 10 of Wands as well, because we talked about over here, letting that inner fire lead you, living a life that you're passionate about, creating and leading that life, you know, that lights your inner fire. Now, there might be more than one thing at a time that lights your inner fire, and when you've got too many irons in that fire, too many passions, too many things going on, then that's going to cause the overwhelming feelings, because you have to do this, you have to do this, you need this for this person, this for this person. You get the idea. Life in general can be very overwhelming at times, but trust yourself. Ask for help if you need it, and believe that you can achieve your goals. Passion, passion, and passion. All three of these cards very much relate to passion, and that's the name of the season. That is Sagittarius season, that mutable fire energy that says shoot for the stars, that Leo energy that says show the world what you're made of, that sun that says I was born to do this. Let that inner fire lead your way, and you're going to achieve whatever you want to achieve. Yes, it's going to get overwhelming at times, but when you let that inner fire lead you, you're truly passionate about what you're doing, then it's going to be every day is going to feel like a day in the sun. At least most days are, because you're doing what you love to do. And my favorite saying out there, one of my favorite sayings at least, is if you're passionate about what you're doing, you really love what you're doing, then that work that you're putting in for it doesn't feel like work at all. Now, one final card before we go to pick a reading number 2, and it is the bottom of the deck and the Six of Wands. So Sagittarius energy here, the sun energy, and the sun very much connects to this sun, the astrological sign of Leo. And this connects to Leo as well, and so does this card right here. So if you're watching this and your sun is Leo, this is entirely for you. It very much connects to you, and it says that you do absolutely have everything that you need to succeed. Sun sign of Leo or not, if you're really passionate about what you're doing, then you absolutely can achieve it. This is the card of feeling victorious. You can see the characters here. They're in a parade. Let's hold it up so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, you can see it there. They're in a parade. They're going down. There's confetti and everything going on, because they've been so successful. Other people have taken notice, and this is very much the energy of the Six of Wands. And appearing at the bottom of the deck, this says like celebrate the victories you have achieved, no matter how small those victories might have been. Having that confidence because you've achieved it, you've let that inner fire lead you in the past, you've found success in the past, you've done things that you can be proud of, other people have taken notice of. Appreciate that, learn from that, and love who you are today because of that. When you find that confidence by learning from the past, this is a 6, so it relates to self-reflection and the Lovers of the Major Arcana. When you find that love for yourself because you've learned from those experiences of your past, you've let that inner fire lead you before, you're going to be able to do that again and again and again. So in the present, as you're focused on letting that inner fire lead you to where you want to be, so you can have these stories to share with others, you can inspire others like the Six of Wands does, and you can find that day in the sun, and you can achieve your goals even when it feels overwhelming. By appreciating where you've been and those lessons of your past, you're going to be able to find success again and again and again. So trust yourself, love who you are, and let that inner fire lead your way. Whatever you want to achieve, whatever your day in the sun looks like, believe that you can achieve it, and you absolutely can. Take those ideas, let that inner fire lead your way. You can absolutely achieve that day in the sun, and embrace your inner child and have fun and enjoy life when you're willing to put in the work, even when you get overwhelmed, and you ask for help if you need it, and celebrate all those victories you've achieved in the past. That's going to help you achieve success and find victories in the future. So that is the pick a card reading 1. We're just going to switch this deck out for this deck and do the exact same thing with the Deviant Moon Tarot. Now we're going to shuffle this deck pretty much exactly like we did the other one, really quickly. Kind of just get the cards all mixed in there. And you think about whatever it is, you want to think about while I do this. Again, we're thanking our guides, thanking the universe, thanking God, Spirit, however you choose to see it, for giving us the voice, giving us the insight, inspiration, empowerment, or even caution that they want to give us, so that we can make the best of our lives. We can take control and really lead. So if you picked, and these cards are like flying out there, if you picked pile 2 or deck 2, and you, the Deviant Moon called to you, and just like the other reading, we're absolutely going to do the same thing, 3 cards, present, future advice, and whatever the Deviant Moon universe and the Deviant Moon Tarot wants to share with us, that's exactly what we're going to see and exactly going to talk about. So do it a couple more times. And then cut the deck, pile them back on, and choose 3 that most call, I guess, to me, because I'm the one drawing the cards. So I've got this guy right here, got this one here, and we've got this one right here. And then we're going to take the deck and we're going to set it right like this, and we have our reading. Okay, up first is the present position. Up, and we have the Lovers right there. One of our favorite cards to see in the tarot. If you're looking for love and you're trying to find it and you haven't found it yet, then the Lover says don't give up. That significant other is out there for you. If you have love and you're appreciating, much like the two characters right here in this illustration, then appreciate that. Appreciate that significant other, that partner that you have in your life. Tell them how much they matter to you. Tell them how much they love you. Now, that is just one meaning of the Lovers right here. You know, the love that we have for somebody else. We even have a snake down here, so there's a little message of caution. You know, you get so focused on that love for somebody else, so focused on, you know, that passion and enthusiasm, you don't know what might be coming out in the like violence, or what kind of like poison and stuff you might be getting yourself into, the distractions that might come up, the things that you might be missing. There's a little bit of caution right there with that I see with this particular illustration of the Lovers. Now we're talking right here and right now with the love for somebody else and appreciating that. If you're looking for love, then this says this could be very much around the corner. Focus on like what you love to do, what fills you with passion, what fills you with fire, what really makes your heart sing. And then you might find that person that loves you for you, that loves those same things that you do. Now, loving someone else, like I said, is just one aspect of the Lovers here, but there's another very important lover, meaning of the Lovers that's my favorite one of all, and that's the love that we have for ourselves. Now, RuPaul, one of the most famous, probably the most famous drag queen of all time, he has my favorite quote for about this whole self-love thing. You know, the love that we have for ourselves, so we can give our love to someone else with confidence, find that person that loves us for us. And RuPaul says it as, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Now, very much these two seem to love each other, but if we see it as a self-love, then we have this light and dark aspect going on, because, you know, this is the darker character, this is the lighter character, this is the feminine, this is the masculine. So combining that energy, loving ourselves inside and out, that is going to help us create the lives that we love. That's going to help us find the ones that love us for who we are. Self-love is the most important love of all. At least that's my opinion. Is when we love ourselves, we find that confidence to like go after our dreams, to create lives that we truly love and enjoy. With that 6 up there, we have that energy of self-reflection. If you watch the one with the Pulp Tarot as well, then I talked about that self-reflection with the 6 of Wands. You know, taking the time to reflect on where we've been, learning the lessons of the past, learning the lessons of just life in general, and loving who we are today because we've overcome our obstacles, because we've overcome our past, and we've learned those lessons those past have to teach us. This says that love is very much in the air. Love to do what we want to do, love for another person, love for ourselves. Just love is the answer, and love is the area, like what's going on right now. So if you want to create a life that you truly love and enjoy, that aspect of this card of being self-love says if you love yourself enough and you believe in yourself enough, then you're going to be able to create that life that you truly love and enjoy. To not let the ocean of emotion fill you, like overwhelm you and make you feel like you can't, not letting like the distractions and stuff hold you back or poison you or make you think that you can't do something. Believing in yourself and loving who you are, that's going to help you achieve your goals. Whatever choice you want to make up there, we're already getting into the third meaning of the Lovers, and that choice, following your heart. This says whatever you want to do moving forward, whatever you want that future to be, letting your heart lead your way is going to help you succeed at that. So love, very much the present energy right now. It's astrologically connected to the sign of Gemini. Gemini is the sign of the twins. It's the mutable air sign of the zodiac. So, you know, not letting your mind overwhelm you, really trusting yourself and loving yourself inside and out. You know, the sign of the twins, they really love each other. That mind and that heart is working in tandem to achieve their goals. So in the here and now with the present position, it says, let love lead your way forward. And whatever you want to do, trust your heart, trust your love, and you're going to be able to achieve your goals. Moving on to the future position now, and just like I said with the Pulp Tarot, and I do with every single one of my readings, I'm not going to predict the future. I don't believe I can. Choices and everything, that's what makes our future. But the future, nonetheless, is right here. And it is the Queen of Cups. So when it comes to leading with our hearts and letting love lead our way forward, there's no one that does it more than the Queen of Cups. She's very much seems to be looking back at these lovers, kind of offering offering them her cup, kind of saying, you know, I love you enough that I want to share that love with you. Now with the Queen of Cups, astrologically connected to the zodiac sign of Cancer, which is really interesting because this was Gemini. and this is Cancer. So we have those two signs, May 20th 21st to June 20th 21st, and then that June 20th 21st, that Gemini season, it gives way to the Cancer season. So we have that energy right here, and that very much, just the energy wise, that'll be in our future, a little future like ways up, but still our future nonetheless. Now when it comes to the zodiac sign of Cancer and the Queen of Cups, both considered the mother archetype of the zodiac, it has this energy that can focus on the happiness of others, making sure they are happy, making sure they are content, making sure that they're following their hearts and letting love lead. Paying attention to other people and only making sure they're happy can leave us feeling like we don't have time in the day to make sure that we're happy as well. So future position, this could be a little message of caution, that you need to focus on your happiness and your love just as much as you focus on the happiness and love of others. But you absolutely deserve to follow your heart and lead with love too, and create a life that you truly love and enjoy. So this Queen says in the future, you're actually with the Lovers and, making the choice. We'll focus on that. Loving yourself enough to believe in yourself and taking that choice and moving forward with it. The Queen of Cups says, then you're really letting your heart lead. You're letting that compassion, that kindness for yourself, that belief in yourself help you create the life that you want, help you create that strong foundation that you truly love and enjoy. I mentioned the strong foundation energy, the number of the 4, because remember when I talked about the King earlier, if you watch that part, the King would be the 15, the 14, and the Queen would precede him, so she would be the 13, which would reduce to 4, the number of the strong foundation. So when we love ourselves enough to make the choice to follow our hearts, then we can begin creating the lives that we truly love and enjoy, those external strong foundations that just fill us with the most happiness. Now that 1 and 3, like I said, that 13, it is the number of the Death card of the tarot. But that Death card says whatever is holding you back, let it fall away, let it die, so you can really create that life that you truly love and enjoy. Now, you notice the Queen is looking back towards this, like the present. So she's looking back at her past, essentially, so that, to find what no longer serves her, so she can really focus on the future and focus on what she wants to achieve. So whatever makes your heart sing and whatever you want to begin now, by making the choice to follow your heart and listen to it and trust yourself and lead with love, the Queen says in the future, you really can begin leading with that. You really can trust yourself and your heart and really make your life one that you really love, one that fills your heart with emotion, or fills your cup up with emotional joy and happiness when you take control and let your heart lead your way. So whatever is causing you perhaps right here and now to not trust your heart and not trust yourself, to really have the confidence to follow your heart and lead with love, let it die so that you really can. Now that 13, combines the Magician with the Empress, and it says begin seeing yourself as the magician, creating magic in your life, and that creation, begin creating the life that you truly love in the present, and then you can really lead with love in the future. Whatever you want that future to be, the Queen of Cups says you can achieve that. And the Queen of Cups, like I said, she's astrologically connected to the zodiac sign of Cancer. So there is kind of a message right here, because that's the mother archetype of the zodiac, that when you let your heart lead you and you find that person that loves you for who you are, then a child could very much be in your future, following that heart and leading with love, connecting with that other soul. You very much could find yourself in the future giving birth to actual life. That could be one take of this, but that's one of many different ways that this could go. Letting your heart lead now, wherever it might lead you, will help you create and lead a life that you truly love and enjoy. So that is the future position. And now we're going to move to the advice position. Ooh, and it's the Devil. So this is really cool, and I think it's a fantastic card to represent the advice. Now, the first and foremost thing that the Devil always represents in the tarot is letting the vices and addictions in our lives, the things that distract us. I kept talking about distractions here with the snake. But letting those vices and addictions and distractions hold us back, that's going to keep us from leading lives that we truly love and enjoy. So that message of advice the Devil has is don't give in to those. Turn off the TV, put down the bottle, put down whatever drugs, alcohol, vices, addictions that you might have. Let them go so you can really focus on what you want to do, what it is you want to create. Now there comes the actual positive meaning of the Devil and the silver lining that the Devil represents. He's the creative power. You can see the energy down here. It's all going to explode. All of this is going to go away, and he's going to create something out of nothing. The Devil is astrologically connected to the zodiac sign of Capricorn, which is the cardinal earth sign of the zodiac. And interesting because the Cancer sign is the exact opposite of the Capricorn sign on the astrological wheel. So whatever you want to create now, whatever your heart sings the most for, this is let go of the vices and addictions and trust in your power to create it. Capricorns are some of the most creative signs of the zodiac. They can take their ideas, be it anything, and create something out of nothing. A good friend I had when I worked in a restaurant, he told me one day that when he was bored on his day off from work, he created a radio out of a pop can. I wouldn't even have the faintest idea how to do that, but the point of the matter is he took something of garbage, he took a soda can, and he made a radio out of it. My father told my mother long before I was born that if she could draw her dream house, he could build it for her. And to this day, that is the house that they live in. The point is, whatever you want to create, when you believe in yourself, when you let go of those vices and addictions, and you truly, truly believe and love yourself enough to think that you can do something, you can. When you're willing to put in the hard work, when you're willing to put in the effort, and you really let your heart lead you to where you want to be. The devil might be a bad word, but the devil spelled backwards is lived. So it's, how do you want to live? Do you want to live a life that you truly love and enjoy with the Lovers and the Queen of Cups? Are you willing to put down that bottle, to put down the things that no longer serve you, so you can focus on what it is that you want to create, that life that you truly love and enjoy, and make your life one that truly makes your heart sing and fills you with happiness and joy? You have the power to do that. When you take that heart and you make that choice to follow it, really lead with love, like the future says right here, focusing on that love and happiness, you can create that life that you truly love and enjoy. Now, we started with the 6 right here, 1 and 5 right here, the Magician and the Hierophant, beginning to believe in yourself and follow the fire, follow what makes your heart sing. That can help you change your life for the better. And that 6 energy, 15 reduces to 6. We begin where we started, creating that life that you truly love and enjoy. It's within your power. You have the power to do it. You have the power to create the life that you truly love and enjoy. When you love yourself enough to let your heart lead you continuously and create the life that you truly want to live. Now for the bottom of the deck. We'll flip that right over, and we have the 2 of Wands, a card that I like to call the should I stay or should I go card. It's the card of choices, which brings everything kind of full circle here, because it says the choices that we make today makes our hearts sing, we trust it with our minds, and it lights our inner fire. Whatever you want to begin, whatever makes your inner fire burn brightly and you really want to do, the 2 of Wands says that you absolutely can do it. Trust yourself. Let your heart lead your way forward. Let that inner fire lead your way forward, and make the choice that feels the most right to you, the one that makes your heart sing, the one that you truly want to lead in life, doing what you love and enjoy. Now that 2 relates to the High Priestess of the Major Arcana, combining 2 wands. Once you take that Magician and you really start down that path, you can start trusting your intuition, because you've learned from the past the energy of the 6s right there. So you've taken that knowledge and that wisdom, and you can really trust yourself because you love and believe in yourself. The choice is yours. Whatever you want to do, whatever seeds that you want to plant in the present, believe in yourself and take control, and really let your inner fire, let your heart, let your mind, everything focus on what you love the most, so you can create the life that you truly love and enjoy. The 2 of Wands is astrologically connected to Aries, the first decan of it, so about March 21st to about March 31st. So it says, like, the seeds that you plant now, the ideas that you really you want to lead with, when you believe in yourself and you take control and see yourself as that leader you were born to be, then you can absolutely create a life that you truly love and enjoy. So let that passion lead your way. Make the choice to follow that inner fire. Let your heart lead your way. Lead a life that you truly love and enjoy, and put down those vices and addictions, so you can, and even the televisions or anything, put them down so you can really focus on creating the life that you truly love and enjoy. Whatever you want that future to be, whatever makes your heart sing the most, the 2 of Wands appearing here at the bottom of the deck says you are the one making that choice. You are the one planting the seeds. Whatever you want that future to be, whatever makes your heart sing the most, love yourself and believe in yourself enough to take those ideas and create with them, creating the life that you truly love and enjoy. So that is the message from the beautiful Deviant Moon Tarot, the mind of Patrick Valencia. You know, that's my personal favorite deck of all time. So I love that message. I love that energy of, you know, leading with love and everything. But we're going to move right over to the Dark Mansion right now if you've been waiting for that. I appreciate your time with us. This is such a beautiful deck. It gives me major Tim Burton vibes, honestly. So if you've been waiting to pick this deck, because the backs of these cards, like out of all three of them, these are kind of the coolest. I personally like this one the best, but yeah, the Dark Mansion Tarot by Taroteka Studios is definitely one of the most incredible decks ever made. The card stock is fantastic. It's just an awesome all-around deck. So if you were waiting for this one, your time has come, and we're going to see what it has to share with you today. Same reading, same 3 cards plus the bottom of the deck, present, future advice, and we greatly thank the universe for their insight, inspiration, empowerment, or caution that they might have for us. And shuffle the deck like we do, and throw cards like we do. A lot of times if you throw cards like that, they're the ones that really want to talk to you. But I'm doing this very sloppily, so I don't think like it's an extra message like that, and we're just going to pick the cards like we have been doing. So do it one more time. Well, there, I did it twice. Okay, now one more time because I like 3s. Okay. And cut the deck like we've been doing. And pick the cards that call to us the most. Fan them out like such. This guy seems to be really calling to me. And this one right in the center. Oh, and there's one sticking up over here. Okay, there are our 3 cards. Let's put them all nice and orderly. And set this bottom of the deck right like we've been doing. And we'll start right over here with the present position. Present position is the 5 of Cups. Now this is a card that I often call the crying over spilled milk card. Now that does seem like a little bit less than what the actual meaning is, but the point of it is when that milk spills, like all these cups are falling over, it's not like we can get it back. What's gone is gone. As much as we might want to get it back, we want to have what we once had in our lives. If we want it back, we can't get it. You can't dry out. You can't reuse a spilled milk. You can't get back what's gone, like a lost loved one, a job experience, like childhood, anything. If you're like focused on that and focused on the pain, then you're not able to see the potential that still remains. If you look very closely in the background here, it seems the sun is rising. A new day is upon this woman, but she's got 3 cups down here of the things that she's lost. There's one down here that seems to still have potential, and there's one beside her that has potential as well. But she's so focused on her own sadness, she's so focused on the pain of the past that she's not able to see that a new day is dawning. Something new is about to embark, but she has to be able to sit up. She has to look towards that window and see the future that still exists, the potential that remains, the potential that these 2 cups still have to offer, even though she's lost things in the past. Now, a lot of us can probably experience this or relate to this, because a lot of times when we lose something that's for someone that's very, very important to us, we can't get over it. We can't let go of that pain. That ocean of emotion overwhelms us so much that we're not able to see the good and the positivity that still remains. The 5 of Cups is astrologically connected to the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Now, Scorpios are very known to be like the emotional signs of the zodiac. I've talked to quite a few of them that say when they get sad and depressed, there is no consoling them. So that energy, like focusing on that woe is me, I'm so sad, there's nothing positive around me, just focusing on that makes us not be able to see the good and the positivity that still remains. This is the 5 of the suit of emotional happiness and fulfillment. So it's that halfway point relating to the Hierophant of the major arcana and change and transformation. So when we change those mindsets and we change those feelings within to ones of confidence and belief and letting go of the past, learning the lessons it has to teach us, and see the potential that remains, the possibility that we can fill these cups up with something that makes us happier than we even had before. When we focus on that, we're able to change and transform our lives for the better. So let go of the past. This is the present position. That past is behind you. Whatever you want that future to be, you had the potential to make it. Those cups can be filled up with the things that make you the happiest, that fills you with the emotional happiness and joy. When you let go of the past and see that the future is still available, that the potential is there to create a life that you truly love and enjoy. So that is the Five of Cups. You know, if you pick position 3, or excuse me, deck 3 for your reading, the Dark Mansion Tarot, this is you're holding on to something that no longer serves you. You're holding on to spilled milk. You can't get it back. You have to let it go so you can create the future that you truly love and enjoy. Moving on to the future position, we have the Page of Wands. This is the beginning of the court of passion and fire. This is when you're able to let go of that past, when you're able to let bygones be bygones, you're able to leave the pain of the past behind and see the potential that still remains, then you've absolutely got that potential that you can make your life one that you're truly passionate about. This absolutely makes sense following that Five of Cups, this Page of Wands. And I said I cannot predict the future, but the cards always want to point out that we do have the potential to make our futures what we want them to be. This says focus on what lights your inner fire. Let that inner fire lead your way. When you've let go of that pain, you can see that these two cups are still very much possible. There's very much potential to create the life that you truly love and enjoy, what fills that cup up with happiness, and you can let your inner fire begin leading your way forward. Now, pages of the tarot, much like the aces of the tarot, they don't have any specific signs, zodiac signs or planets astrologically connected to them, but they relate to the elements of their suit. So the wands would be the fire suit. So we're talking Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. 3 signs that definitely know how to lead with passion and let their inner fires lead their way. So whatever lights your inner fire moving forward, whatever will make those cups over here that we talked about, like still being potential that still remains, whatever can fill them up with happiness, whatever fills you with passion, enthusiasm, and excitement, begin focusing on that moving forward. Begin creating the life that you truly love and enjoy, the one that you want to wake up and greet the day with. It begins with the first step. It begins with that idea, that passion, that enthusiasm and excitement. Whatever lights your inner fire, believe you can achieve it. Now, pages, like the rest of the members of the court, don't necessarily have numbers connected to them, but if we see them as the next step after the 10, we can easily find the numbers attached to them. So this page would follow that 10, making him an 11, and that 11 energy beginning, and combined to make the High Priestess energy. So that sadness that we kind of focused on in the present, once we learn the lessons that pain in the past has to teach us, we can take that, trust ourselves more, and take those lessons with us as we embark on this new path that we're passionate about. So taking these ideas, taking that passion and running with them very much makes sense in this future position, because you become the magician of your story and you begin focusing on what lights your inner fire, leaving behind the pain of the past. So the Page of Wands says, embrace your inner child, believe that you are worthy of happiness, believe you can achieve it, begin focusing on what lights your inner fire, and you can lead yourself to success, you can lead yourself to where you want to be and create a life that you truly love and enjoy, one that fills those 2 cups up, one that you want to get up and greet the day, and you can stop focusing on the sadness and really focus on what you love and what lights your inner fire. Now we set down the future position of the Page of Wands, you know, having fun, embracing that inner child. That's what the future holds when you let go of the past. And we move to the advice position, and it is the Queen of Wands. How awesome is this? That page becomes the queen. If this was past, present, future, this definitely says that you can achieve that. But in the advice position, this is the creative queen of the court. And, you know, confident in herself, not afraid to stand with the men and show the world what she's made of. Now, following that present position of letting the pain of the past hold you back and really keep you from believing in yourself or keeping you from believing that you can achieve your goals, the Queen of Wands, I feel, says, it connects to the law of attraction. It says, see yourself where you want to be. See yourself achieving those passionate goals. See yourself achieving whatever lights your inner fire and leading in your life. See yourself in this position. What does this passionate path look like to you? What does success look like to you? What fills you with the most excitement and passion? And what do you think it looks like when you actually achieve it? This says you can and you will be the successful queen or king of your story when you believe in yourself and you let go of that pain of your past and take your ideas and run with them. You absolutely can create a life that you're passionate about, one that lights your inner fire, and one that fills those cups that are still remaining up with the happiness and joy that makes life living. See yourself as the successful person you want to be and let that inner fire lead you to creating a life that you truly love and enjoy. Queen of Wands is astrologically connected to the zodiac sign of Aries, the leader of the zodiac. So taking those ideas, being passionate enough about them, confident enough in yourself to take action on them, you know, that's the advice this queen says. She says you are the creator of your destiny. You are the creator of your future. When you let go of that pain of the past, and you begin focusing on where that inner fire can lead you, then it can lead you to being successful. But you need to see it in your mind's eye and find the confidence to go after it and create that life that you truly love and enjoy. Like I said, this is the creative queen of the court. She's not afraid to take these passionate endeavors, to take these passionate ideas and really run with them, to find the confidence she needs to really lead in her life. So when leaving the pain of the past behind and learning the lessons it has to teach us, then we absolutely can lead lives that we're truly passionate about. We only need to believe that we can. Now the page, as I said, is 11. The queen follows the knight, which is 12, so she would be 13. Now we talked about this with the Deviant Moon Tarot as well. The queens are always 13. The queens say, let the past go away, let the past die, let the doubt and anxiety die, so we can find the confidence to really have compassion for ourselves, to be kind to ourselves and trust our inner intuitions, so we can lead lives that we're truly passionate about, ones that we love, ones that just make logical sense. All of those queens tell us, let what no longer serves us die, so we can really find the confidence to lead in our lives. So in the advice position right here, the Queen of Wands says, embrace that inner magician. Embrace that creative energy that you possess and let that inner fire lead your way forward, and you can create the life that you truly love and enjoy, one that reminds you of like childhood, one that makes you want to get up and greet the day and have that passion and enthusiasm be your everyday life. See yourself succeeding at it, and you absolutely can. Bottom of the deck energy with the Dark Mansion Tarot is the King of Cups. We have a lot of court cards here, so that might be a message in itself. Like court cards, they can represent aspects of ourselves, which I've very much talked about. The energy they represent, I've talked about that. With the King of Cups appearing here too, it can be external forces or people in our lives that are causing us this pain. Maybe it's something someone said to us, something that someone has caused us to feel, a sadness that is causing us to focus on it right now, that's making us feel like we can't embrace our inner children, or make you feel like you can't embrace your inner child or have fun in life, or makes you doubt your ability to be the queen or king of your story. The King of Cups says, forgive them, forgive the past, learn the lessons it has to teach you, and in the present, moving forward, focusing on the future, always, always, always let your heart lead and lead a life that you love and enjoy. Now you can see he's got this cup right in his hand. He's focused on it. That cup is empty, but it holds potential. Now, just like we began with, if you see right there, sorry about the little shadow there, you see right there, those cups are the exact same cups that is in his hand right now. So he's taking that sadness, he's forgiving that sadness, he's taking his focus away from that, and he believes in himself in the present, and he's letting love lead his way forward. Now the queen, she's the one with compassion, she's the one with the thought process, she's the one taking those ideas and really mulling them over and trusting herself and having compassion for herself to really think everything through so she can lead a life that she's passionate about. The king, the masculine energy of the court, he's the action. He's the one that says, whatever I love the most, whatever makes my heart sing the most, that's what I'm going to lead with. So the overall energy of this message, this reading from the Dark Mansion Tarot says, if you want to let go of the past and you want to believe in yourself and create a life that you truly love and enjoy, then you're going to have to take action on it. You're going to have to focus on what you want to fill this cup with up, what you love the most, what you want to do the most. Believe in yourself and let love lead your way forward. And everything you do, loving yourself, loving others, letting love lead your way forward. That is what the King of Cups is all about. Let love lead your way. Let love help you let your inner fire lead your way forward. Let love help you create the life that you truly love and enjoy, and let love let you let go of the past so you can focus on what you want the future to be. The King of Cups, he follows the queen, so he would be the 14, combining the magician with the emperor, saying begin seeing yourself as that strong foundation so that you can create the external strong foundation that you truly love and enjoy, and change your life and your story for the better by believing in yourself and following the path that feels right to you. And everything we do in life, letting love lead our way forward, makes life so much more fulfilling and so much more enjoyable. So that is the Dark Mansion's message for you. If you waited for pile 3 or reading 3 beautifully inspiring readings from 3 awesome decks that I absolutely love and enjoy. I can hear my dogs beginning to bark their heads off. They have been off and on all this time. So we'll sum this up really quickly because they're probably going to start barking here again any minute. If you're looking for insight, inspiration, insight, inspiration, or empowerment every day of the week. I do those on both of my, or all of my socials, Facebook, Instagram, Cosmic Crow Tarot, on both of those. I'll leave those links in the description below. If you want a personal reading with any of these decks that I shared in this video, or with any of the decks in my collection, then absolutely send me a comment on this video, send me a message on any of the socials, or book one directly on my website. All that information will be down below as well as where you can purchase each of these decks for your own collection if that's something you want to do. As always, I very much want to thank you for watching. I hope these readings inspired and empowered you to go after your dreams and create a life that you truly love and enjoy, because life is so short. Focus on what makes you happy, focus what makes your heart sing, and believe in yourself and your ability to create it. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again in the next one.